every day we be grinding. And if you ask me, we the best, I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio. This is how we do every day we be grinding. And if you wanna come and test us, I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio.
What's up, fellas? This is Coach KK. Welcome back to your favorite type of videos from the channel, which is user picks. As you can see, the title says user lurk plus user skills equals user picks. That is the most viewed video on the channel. For some reason, I don't know. I like to teach offense, but I do have a little bit of defense in me. You know what I mean? All right, y'all, we're going to start this thing off like this. As you can see, that tight end right there was on a delay fade. That is one of the most cheesiest, devastating techniques that users do in Madden this year, and they did a little bit of it last year, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see it next year. And you just totally forget about the delay fade, and some people use it to their advantage. So I'm gonna let you know this: if you ever see a guy doing that, you better believe, and usually they do trips, your best bet is to cover that tight end. And sometimes you can forget about the rest of the receivers, because they will tend to forget and just depend on that tight end delay fade, because you just forget about him so much. I ended up winning this game also. Came back and he had no answer for nothing else, because he was solely dependent on the tight end delay fade. Get it? Got it? Good. Alright, man. So like I say, user pick videos are the most viewed. Check me out right here. We have all the space to the right side. We went to the corner and hooked back around. Now, I've caught so many user picks like that. What I'm doing is it's so many factors that determines, and I've probably said this before in videos, because this is the 5th one. All the space is on the right side, so I'm going with a space at, because people would like to set their offense to where the space at. In other words, you got to see the field from the offensive eyes. As of right here, look at this. This is a free rush right here. This is considered user pick because I made him throw that ball. I might have not caught the user, but that was a free rusher, and I came straight on in, and I just never mind my assignment from the defense. Just like a hot route on defense. I want you to take a look at this drive right here. This guy is just dink dunk, dink dunk, dink dunk all the way down the field. This is the last 4-minute offense pretty much for him. Every pass is under 5 yards. I even had to throw a Mabel on the left side of the field one time, and he went left to right, right to left, and he just caught me off guard every time. I mean, I couldn't do nothing. Look at that. I had to throw a Mabel on the other side of the field, and you would think the wide side, and he was doing good. You know, you use the wide side, and I ran over there and over pursued on defense, and he just catch me off guard every time. But the thing is, good things always come to an end, as you know. So yeah, I got to give him a lot of credit for this, and he's trying to put together a late drive. Look at him, 23 passes. Everything was under 5 yards. And like I say, good things come to an end sometime. As you can see, I was pretty much trying to guess. So as you can see, I'm the user. I finally got his drag and finally delayed him. And you know why? Because you run out of space when you get far. Usually people who get on here and, you know, they have a one-trick pony offense, they forget about the red zone. It's closed up and it's compressed, and you don't have all that space to go everywhere now. So everything is all tight and nippy. You know what I'm saying? So I think I did a good job of just being with the guy. We talked about holding L2 from the initial point of contact, from the point of attack, I should say. As you can see, I'm in the L2 position. I get out the trash because I know a drag is coming. I know my linebacker. Look how I took that inside step to get underneath. You know, you fight for underneath leverage, still hitting L2. It's almost as if I'm playing basketball or baseball. You know, I'm strapping with the guy. I'm shifting. I'm moving. Sent my guy in with R3 and got the user pick. Now, I know that's easy peasy to some of you guys, but some guys just still don't get it, as you can look in the comment section from previous videos. Look at me running over there like a stunt man. Man, look at here. That was so cool. Just seeing the field from the offensive eyes. You know, like right here, all those guys on the right side, I'm stacked on the left side, right, with my user. That's the weak side of the field. Now, you know, somebody is got to come over here, and lo and behold, someone did, and I saw the trail route and picked it right on up. So my tips to you guys for that is make sure you have a reason for being where you're at, or at least an estimated guess. Like, this is a bunch over here. I want to be able to blow up the bunch. You know, I'm thinking toss. I can do nice. And that was a give me right there. Sometimes you got to get in the traffic of these guys' formations. Like, here we go, for instance. This formation right here, I felt the screen coming because one of the money plays in the split is the halfback screen. And of course, you know, cross drags and halfback wheel and stuff like that. But the screen is very tricky, you know, like right here, somebody got to come on my side and I instantly read the screen. So it's just all about awareness, you know, being somewhere and that you've seen before. Here goes another. Like, I love to play the bunch side. When I see the bunch side, I love to be on that side of the field. And as you can see, I try not to move pre-snap because I don't want to give it away. Beautiful. That was beautiful. I didn't even commit. He wanted me to commit to the quarterback, and luckily my man was 6'4". That's another thing. I would take a speed loss, a 1 or 2 point speed loss, in exchange for height. I love 6'3" safeties, 6'4" safeties, even if they might have an 89 speed when the average man is like a 92 speed, because that height will kill. You know, that height gets in the way, and it's a monster when he get there. Look at this right here. I always tell you guys, most user picks are caught in the front of the end zone in the red zone. Most guys will throw the ball in the front of the end zone. They're not trying to do advanced stuff like Kurt Warner used to do back in the days, like Brady do sometime. You got your boys like Big Ben. I've seen Drew Brees. These guys throw passes. Matt Ryan. These guys throw touchdown passes in the back of the end zone. You know, and most users out here, they ain't got that skill right there. That's a skill set to be able to throw all type of, you know, touchdowns and stuff in the back of the end zone. That's a skill right there. So most people are kind of like basic when it comes to red zone offense. So keep that in mind right there. As you can see, I'm on that safety back there. It's like I'm playing center field. I control everything. I keep everything in front of me, and that's the goal. You know, I prefer playing on my safeties out of anybody. But that's all subjective, and you know, it all depends on where you're at on the field and what your opponent is doing, the down and distance. It's a lot of factors. You know, the previous play, what you think can happen. There's so many things that are factoring who you're on. Notice I put my guy in the purple over there, right? But I pulled him over so he can just fly over there. I want you guys to go back and look at that. I put the guy in the purple, but I pulled him so in that way when the ball is snapped, that safety will run all the way into traffic and just be in the way. You know, you got to do that. That's like disguising your own type of defense. You know. Here we go right here on the cornerback. I'm on Ramsey. Let's get it. Shout out to Jalen. It's a reason why I'm on the cornerback right here. Like, I want to be the one to knock away the level cell play. I'm not going to let him know I'm going that way, though. So I start off in the middle using that L2 button, just working it in the championship. Nice. On the way to the Super Bowl. Yes, man. Get in the way of the traffic with L2. You see the bunch over here. I'm playing the bunch side. And most concepts, they're going towards each other. You know, that was a flood concept. So most concepts, you're able to play two men at one time. This is what they call a scrape technique. When you're on one side of the field and you go swoosh to the other side of the field with straight speed, just to take away rushing angles and passing lanes. But obviously, I ran committed on that, and I was fortunate enough to be in the right position. I knew I was going to the right side the whole time, coming from the left side. Look at this, the end of the game. Just playing outfield. L2, keeping everything in front of me. You know, having a little bit of pre-snap adjustments. You know drag routes coming. Look at the tight ends. Either drags coming over here or corners. He's not going to leave all that space. And see, that's what you got to really pay attention to if you don't know that kind of stuff. Most of us do know that stuff. You know, that's how it be. I mean, I'm always asking myself, what is he trying to do? You know, I'm looking at the formation and thinking like at least 4 or 5 plays that I've seen before from the formation. Like right here, you know, corners, spot, spacing, um, drive concepts, and all kind of stuff. So sometimes you're gonna be in like a read and react type of, you know, momentum type of thing. You have to make sure you see what's going on. Like right here, obvious. The right side is wide open. So I'm going to swoop over there and just take away rushing angles. But he was passing. So I was able to be in that area. So, like I say, 6'3 safeties, 6'4 safeties is brilliant to have. Look at this right here in the playoffs in the championship round. This guy is crazy, man. Crazy for passing. And I'm running around following him. You know, I didn't give up on the passing routes. He wanted me to commit to the quarterback. And just like that, we got it. Got right back in the game. I did lose that game 24-21 in the championship. It was very devastating. But, you know, we got the eye of a tiger over here. We make the adjustments and we get back. You know, we wipe off the dirt, get the dirt off your jersey and get back up. That's how I go. But anyway, fellas, that's all I have for you. You know, I love doing this thing right here when I do have the time. Can't wait to see you in Madden 22. Deuces.
This is how we do it every day. We be grinding, and if you ask me, we the best. I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio. This is how we do every day. We be grinding, and if you wanna come and test us, I'ma be like, yo, that's us with